They cut down my 100-year-old oak tree without asking, so I cut off their entire power supply. I came home to the smell of fresh sawdust and an empty patch where the giant oak had stood for over a century. My great-grandfather planted that tree. I learned to climb on its branches. It shaded my porch every summer, and now it was gone. No call, no letter. Just a laminated notice zip-tied to my fence post. Hazard removal for community safety, ordered by HOA board. Community safety? The tree wasn't even on their property. See, my little farmhouse sits on 10 acres that border the back of a gated HOA neighborhood. Their world? Cookie-cutter mansions, white fences, golf carts, and rules about mailbox colors. Mine? Chickens, vegetable gardens, a red barn, and that massive oak visible from half the neighborhood. Apparently, the HOA decided my oak was unsightly and diseased. It wasn't. They hired a crew to trespass, fire up chainsaws, and level it while I was at work. At first, I just stood there staring at the stump, fists clenched. Then I noticed something else. Deep ruts in the soil leading right to the back utility shed on my property. That shed houses the main electrical junction box for both my place and their entire gated community. 50 years ago, when this area was mostly farmland, the power lines ran through my land. When the HOA was built, the developer struck a deal with my grandfather to run their connection through here. No easement, no contract, just a handshake. And just like that, my path forward was clear. I walked into my shed, flipped open the breaker panel, and pulled the master switch. Instant silence. No hum of air conditioners, no glow of porch lights, nothing. Within an hour, HOA members were gathering outside their clubhouse, looking around in confusion. The next morning, I got a knock on the door. It was Marjorie, the HOA president. Perfectly ironed blazer, clipboard in hand, and a permanent smirk. "You need to turn the power back on. You're causing chaos," she said. I just held up my phone, showing a picture of the oak tree stump. This was on my land, and so is the power line. "That's not relevant," she snapped. "We acted in the community's interest." "Funny," I said. "I'm acting in mine." By day 2, they were hauling in portable generators. The constant drone was giving their residents headaches. Fridges were spoiling. Their fancy security gates stopped working. By day 3, I'd already filed a police report for trespassing and destruction of property, plus a civil lawsuit. I sent the photos of the felled tree to the local paper. A headline ran, "HOA cuts down historic tree. Faces power cut in retaliation." The backlash was glorious. Residents were furious, not at me, but at their own board. Some started threatening to sue them. By day 5, Marjorie was back, this time without the smirk. "We'll replant a tree," she said quickly. "We'll pay for it. We'll even set up a monthly maintenance fee for the utility access." I shook my head. Too late. Instead, I made them pay to install a separate power line, routed completely around my property, an expensive 6-month project that left them running on rented generators the whole